So, as a little boy, what would you say to younger generation or people who are also asking the same question? How do we get to know each other? How do we reduce this toxic environment in the country?
I think that during King's time, he focused on education and integrating students because he knew that if we were interacting with each other on a regular basis, we would begin to realize that we are much more alike than we are different. But as we fast forward to today, especially in the South, schools are much more segregated than they were even then because most of the communities open private schools and put all of their white children there. Now, yes, we've integrated education, but we've integrated the faculty. We have white teachers teaching black children. I think that what the white community is afraid for their children to grow up with our children and see that what they've been told is just not true. Dr. King um, sought this type of a level of integration based on the separation of a very young friend of his that he grew up within his community. When they entered school, the young white boy had to go to the white kindergarten and he had to go to the black. And that question resonated with him for the rest of his life. So if America is going to come around, we are going to have to embrace each other because we either swim or we drown together. There is no way you can hurt me without hurting you. The diversity that we have in this country, I feel, is a strength. I think that the idea that where you came from makes you uh, uh, toxic is crazy. We are all accidents of birth. We are born to the people who have us. We don't choose our race. White folks have white babies, black folks have black babies. That's not going to change. We have got to come together in a way that we understand that there's enough room in this country and in this world for us all to live peacefully and prosperously together. Why should you be angry at me for wanting the best life for me?
Absolutely. Another question I want to ask you because you know I'm Selma, and you are Selma. This is your city of your birth and your childhood. Tell me why Selma is so important right now in the context of what's going on.
Like I said, until I took this job 2 years ago, I really didn't know the depth of Selma's history, both Civil War and civil rights. But as a tour guide and wanting to give the best historical account of Selma, I did some research. And it was mind boggling to me to hear the role that Selma played in the Civil War because it was not taught to me in school. The idea that the last battle was fought and lost in Selma, the idea that a plaque is in a Confederate cemetery that heralds the bravery and the accomplishments of Jefferson Davis, who had committed treason by leading 7 states away from the United States and trying to form a different union. All of it makes no sense to me, but it sheds light on what's going on today because they are trying to do the same thing. And it is mentioned in this cemetery on that plaque that it will come in a different form at a different time. I believe that time is now. I believe that if we don't unite, black and white, the blacks and whites who believe in democracy, if we don't unite, we're going to lose this democracy. And I'm afraid of what we'll end up with.